long time, 25 years. And she's been doing a tremendous job with Patsy Cline, and I think you guys are going to have a great time. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Leanne Wiliams in her tribute to Patsy Cline.
Fantastic job, huh? Beautiful. I'm going to take it back in time just a few years ago when a young lady by the name of Patsy Cline was topping the charts with some of the greatest country music ever recorded. Wouldn't you say so? Alright, but I'm not going to try and pretend to be Patsy. I am going to try and look a little bit like her. I'm going to try and act a little bit like her. I'm going to try and sing a whole lot like her so you might actually feel like you've been to a Patsy Cline concert. But I'm not going to try and pretend to be Patsy Cline, because as we all know, there'll never be another Patsy Cline. But if Patsy were here, she'd probably say something like this. Oh, that first song we did, Walking After Midnight, that was Patsy Cline's very first hit. Funny thing about that song, though, Patsy didn't want to record it. She thought it sounded just a little bit too pop, but her producer, Owen Bradley, talked her into it. It's a good thing he did, because Patsy performed that song on the Arthur Godfrey Talent Show, and she won that night with that song. Well, we should probably go back to the very beginning. Does anybody know the very first song Patsy ever recorded? Just yell it out.
Crazy. Crazy.
Crazy. No. The very first song Patsy ever recorded was one called The Church, A Courtroom, and then Goodbye. You don't know that one. You're gonna learn it right now. The first scene was the church, then the altar. We claimed each other with tears of joy we cried. Our friends wished us luck, there forever. As we walked from the church, side by side. The next scene was the crowd out in the courtroom. And like strangers we sat side by side. And then I heard the judge make his decision. A church, a courtroom, and then goodbye. Now, in the early days, Patsy didn't have enough of her own hits to do a whole show, so she had to borrow a few from other people. But I tell you, once Patsy laid claim to them, you forgot they weren't her own. Here's just a few. Deep within my heart lies a small boat standing tall, buried the dreams I live with, beneath the stars unknown. It was in I found beside the Alamo. It candles strange as the blue of a love on that moonlit pass. And only you still hears my broken song of love. Holding on your splendor, hold on to my heart. Calling from those roses standing tall. Lips so sweet and tender, like that smaller heart. Speak once again, my love. Broken songs into words and poems, still in my heart all alone. For that moment passed by, had no more, and rose in my music standing tall. Look out. All right, everyone, everyone just get up all your seats. Everybody stand on up. Everybody up. Stretch out. 7-minute stretch. Stretch out. Help me out. Back. Here we go. Oh, in my sweet baby song. Oh, in my sweet baby song. Don't let down the shadow that trails. Oh, in my sweet baby song. crazy long now. Cause all my folks in the body right up in the town at home where I was born. And I wish that I could hear you say that old fashioned friend away. Come on and sit right down and make yourselves at home. I said, come on in and sit right down and make yourselves at home. What a good job! You folks sing real good. Look at that, boys. We got a standing ovation by the third song. At least that's the way I'm going to tell it when I get home. You know, I'm thinking maybe we should get a little some section captains out here. If we get the house lights up just a little bit so I can see. I need a couple of volunteers. This gentleman right here, I'm so glad you just volunteered. What's your name? You're awful shy. It's Steve? What's your name? Ann. All right, Ann, he's too shy, so Ann will be the section captain for this side over, okay? And let's see, how about, who's brave over here? They're all pointing at each other, so it's going to be the lady in red. What's your name? Joan. Joan. All right, and it's going to be your job to get your section yelling, laughing, singing along the loudest. Joan, it's going to be your job to get your section doing that. Now, you're not going to go away empty-handed, because the winner is going to win one of my CDs here. These CDs are valued at $50. Yes, so it's worth working for, all right? So let's do a little trial run here, see how they do. My goodness, it's a friendly audience here today. You know, before the show, I was in the bathroom back there, and I was in the stall, and I don't normally talk to people when I'm in the stall. But the lady next to me, she said, hello. I said, hello. She said, how you doing? I said, I'm all right. She said, what you been up to? I said, not much. How about you? Finally, I heard her say, look, I'm going to have to call you back because the lady in the next stall keeps talking to me. Joan, stand up. Joan, stand up. Ann, stand up. Don't be proud there, Ann. That was okay, but you got to work harder if you want this $60 CD. And you got to jump up and get your crowd going, or your husband, whichever one works it. I don't know. All right, this next song is one of Patsy's early hits that I just love to sing. Patsy could really nail those heartfelt, put a cry in your voice kind of songs, couldn't she? Especially on this next one we're going to do. Some folks think it's because she had a hard upbringing, and she did. Some folks think that maybe it's because she was in the process of divorcing her first husband, Gerald Cline, which is where her last name comes from. And there's some folks that thinks it's because she was in the process of getting hooked up with her second husband, Charlie Dick. What? That's his name. Personally, I think she's just a little bit like me. I just like to sing them. He's crazy. No. But you know, guys, I'm thinking maybe we should learn that song. It seems to be kind of a popular song. No, funny thing about this next song, though, Patsy didn't want to record it. She had heard a couple of other people passed on it, like Brenda Lee and Roy Dresky, and she thought, well, maybe they knew something she didn't. She didn't want to record it. But her producer, Owen Bradley, talked her into it. It's a good thing he did, because this is the one that made Patsy a star. Either that or you just want one of these $80 CDs. Also, before the show, I was out front there and I overheard two guys talking. One guy says to his buddy, he said, you know, I heard that elks have sex sometimes 5 to 10 times a night. His buddy said, oh, darn, I just joined the Knights of Columbus. Alrighty, shortly after Patsy recorded that song, I Fall to Pieces, she got involved in a very bad car accident just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. This was actually the second bad car accident of her life, but this one sent her through the windshield of the car. She broke her wrist, dislocated her hip, but worst of all, she suffered a very bad gash across the top of her forehead, which is why from then on, you saw her with bangs and wearing a hat. But I tell you, it didn't slow her down much. She came back with some of the biggest hits of her career and some of my favorites. We'll see if you recognize it. If you've got leaving on your mind, Well, thank you very much. I know it was the slow songs that made Patsy famous, but I tell you what, if you'd gone to see her in the late 50s and early 60s in some of those clubs and honky-tonks she played at, you probably would have heard her kicking her heels up to something like this. Thank you very much. You folks knew that Patsy was just a little bit on the wild side, right? You didn't know that? She could drink a little bit, smoke a little bit, tell some of those jokes that I've been telling. It's water. I tell you, it wasn't even unlikely. She might even flirt with some good-looking guy out there. Matter of fact, if she took a notion, she might even come out and sit in some good-looking guy's lap. What do you think? Should I do that? All righty. I'm a-coming, I'm a-coming. I got a feeling 'cause of the blue, oh, Lord, since my daddy said goodbye. I know what I'm gonna do. All the best is fine. Oh, Lord, that last old bed, he said goodbye. Oh, normally hit that high note like that at the end, but when I was sitting on his lap, I felt some hands start to traveling. But I'm not sure if it was him or Ann. One of them. Woo! Where am I at? All right, I told you Patsy did that song Walking After Midnight on the Arthur Goddard talent show, right? And I told you she won that night, right? Great, you're paying attention. What I didn't tell you was they asked her to come back and do an encore song that night. The song she chose to do was one called Your Cheating Heart. Kind of hoping you'd help me sing it. See, Ann's fighting you for that $100 CD. The more you applaud, the more it goes up in price. Boy, I'll tell you, Patsy was in the big time now. She was touring the country with the Grand Ole Opry troupe, playing places like New York's Carnegie Hall. That was a pretty big deal back then for country music. On the bill with her were people like Marty Robbins and Farron Young, the Jordanaires, who backed up Elvis Presley, Grandpa Jones, and a young lady by the name of Miss Minnie Pearl. Howdy! tell you, I don't know, but I think that it's possible that Minnie Pearl borrowed a joke or two from Patsy. Would you like to hear some evidence? Okay. There was a honeymoon couple on their honeymoon night, consummating the new marriage. The new groom turns to his bride and said, "Honey, I just gotta know, am I the first?" She said, "Why does everybody always ask that?" There was a new preacher in town. He happened to look a whole lot like Conway Twitty. He was going door to door to invite everyone to church, and he gets to the first door, and he knocks on that door, and this little old lady comes to the door, and she looks outside. She gets real excited. She says, "Conway Twitty!" He said, "No, ma'am. I'm the new preacher. Just stopped by to invite you to church this Sunday." Gets to the second door. He knocks on that door. This middle-aged woman comes to the door. She looks outside. She gets real excited. She says, "Conway Twitty!" He says, "No, ma'am. I'm the new preacher. I'm just going around to invite everyone to church this Sunday." Gets to the third door. Just so happens this young, beautiful woman happened to be stepping out of the shower. So she grabs a towel, wraps it around her, and she runs to the door. When she looks outside, she drops her towel. She says, "Conway Twitty!" He said, "Hello, darling." Alrighty, funny thing about this next song, Patsy didn't want to record it. She had heard a demo from a young and upcoming songwriter by the name of Willie Nelson. Now I know that since then, Willie's become very popular with his style of singing, you know, in front of the beat, behind the beat, around the beat, but never on the beat. But at the time, Patsy just thought it sounded like a bad record. She didn't want anything to do with it. But her producer, Owen Bradley, talked her into it. It's a good thing he did, because this became the #1 Patsy Cline of all song, all time. What is it? You're right. helping Ann out over here. She's gonna borrow that CD if she wins it. $120 CD it is. You know, the song that I get asked most often after the show is, where are you from? Thank you, I'm so glad you asked. Is there anybody here from the great state of Kentucky? Well, you'd have to pass right through that great state to get to my hometown of Detroit, Michigan. Which has nothing to do with anything, but it's the only segue we had into this next song. I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on, shine on, I said, blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on, it was all rolling back. Stars shine bright. Let's turn on high. Just stay by. I said, oh, Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on when they're gone. Let it bloom. I said, oh, Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on when they're gone and let it bloom. I said, oh, Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on when they're gone and let it bloom. It was all one morning night. Stars shining bright. It's red high. Just stand by. I said, oh, Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine on when they're gone and let it bloom. Let it be blue. Let it be blue. Let it be blue. Well, thank you very much. Swig of water. All right, there were 4 boys driving along in a car. One was from Idaho, one was from Georgia, one was from Florida, and one was from Michigan. All of a sudden, the boy from Idaho rolls down his window and starts throwing potatoes out the window. I said, what are you doing? He said, well, you know, we got so many potatoes in Idaho, sometimes we just got to get rid of some of them. A little while later, the boy from Georgia rolls down his window, starts throwing peaches out the window. I said, what are you doing? I said, well, you know, we got so many peaches in Georgia, sometimes we just got to get rid of some of them. A little while later, the boy from Florida rolls down his window, throws the boy from Michigan out the window. That joke gets a lot more applause in the wintertime. All right, there's 4 little old ladies driving along in a car. Police officer pulls them over. He said, ma'am, I had to pull you over because you're going way too slow. And sometimes going too slow is just as dangerous as going too fast. She said, no, sir, I was doing exactly the speed limit. I saw a sign a little ways back that said I-22. I was going exactly 22. He said, no, ma'am. I-22, that's the name of the interstate that you were on. That's the name of the road. She said, oh, I'm glad you cleared that up. He said, you know, I'm a little concerned about your passengers here, because this whole conversation, they've just been staring straight ahead. They haven't blinked or moved at all. They're ghost white pale. I'm afraid they might be in a state of shock. She said, they'll be all right in just a minute. We just got off of I-120. rocking chair and her little old rickety front porch. We had this tomcat in her lap. She's rocking back and forth. Her foot hits a bottle and rolls down the steps. And a genie pops out. Says he's going to grant her 3 wishes. She says, well, for my first wish, I'd like to be young and beautiful again. Poof. Genie grants her wish. There she stands, a young, beautiful woman. For my second wish, I'd like to be rich beyond my means. Genie grants her wish. Poof. That old house turns into a big, beautiful mansion. That old rocking chair turns into pure gold, more money than she could ever need. For my third wish, she says, I'd like you to take that tomcat there and turn him into a handsome young prince. Poof. Genie grants her wish, and there on the porch where that tomcat had sat was a handsome young prince. She runs up and she throws her arms around his neck, looks up and smiles, and he looks down at her and he said, now aren't you sorry you had me neutered? $150 CD. Does anybody remember a movie a few years ago about Patsy Cline, starring Jessica Lange? Well, yes. Patsy, let me make sure I'm in the right spot here. I believe I am. Yes. Of course, in the movie, they showed the plane crash that took the lives of Patsy and her manager, Randy Hughes, fellow singing stars Hawkshaw Hawkins and Cowboy Copus. They were on their way back to Nashville, and unfortunately the plane didn't make it. They had just played a benefit concert in Kansas City. And they decided to title the movie with a song that Patsy recorded 1 month to the day before that plane crash. This song was recorded on February 5th, 1963. Thank you. There is a 4-CD set of Patsy Cline songs put out by MCA Records. Has just about every song that Patsy ever recorded. They included a live recording that she did at the old Ryman Auditorium, which is the original Grand Ole Opry. And shortly before Patsy left for that benefit concert in Kansas City, she had played at the Grand Ole Opry. She was on her way out the back door, and she was having a conversation with Ray Walker from the Jordanaires. He said, "Now, Patsy, honey, you be careful, baby, because we sure love you." She said, "I've been in 2 bad ones. The 3rd one will either be a charm or it'll kill me." With that, she flipped up the collar on her mink coat, turned around, and walked out the back door of the Grand Ole Opry. And those were the last words she ever spoke at the Grand Ole Opry. And here's a recording of that song from that 4-CD set. Guys, go ahead, start out, guys. Just vamp on C there. What do we think? Did Joe win or did Dan win? Joe or Dan? Oh, I can't decide. They're both going to get a $150 CD. Come on down. Here we go. Give a round of applause for helping me out. Ain't gonna work on the railroad. Ain't gonna work on the farm. Roll it down the shack.
with the dark